Hi guys, this is Jared and Jordan with JJ Cruise. If you've been following us at all, you would know that right now we are supposed to be on a cruise ship and we are not, and unfortunately it has something to do with the coronavirus.
So we're going to tell you the story, but before we do, we are obsessed with cruises. We have a feeling you are too. So if you are, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. All we talk about is cruising and how we love cruising, tips, fun, all of that. So go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and join the crew.
All right, so let's jump into what happened last night. So it's actually been about 24 hours. 24 hours ago, we were in New York staying with friends, getting ready to wrap up our night, and we were really excited to wake up this morning and get on the Anthem of the Seas. However, our friend called us and was like, oh my gosh, did you see the news story? And I was like, no. And he was like, are you sitting down? And he was like, literally, sit down. And he's like, you guys aren't going on your cruise tomorrow. And unfortunately, the New York Post broke a news story, and this was like 5 minutes after the story broke, so he was like on top of it, that there was a coronavirus scare on Anthem of the Seas, and that really they didn't know what was happening, other than they were reporting that people might have coronavirus on Anthem.
And we weren't sure about the story. There was a lot of inconsistencies. For example, it said that the cruise went to the Bahamas, which it hadn't,
Right.
And we had checked the itinerary, so we didn't know the validity, the credibility of this source. So that, of course, just made us very intrigued, but also kind of wondering what is actually happening.
And anxious. I mean, like, we had to go to bed not knowing if the story was true. So, all right, so we went to bed, we woke up, and immediately see on Facebook that there was a family that had gone to the port, and they were told that embarkation was not happening today and that it was delayed, and probably we would not be boarding until tomorrow. Again, didn't really know if this was real, didn't know if it was true.
And mind you, this is already after seeing other Facebook posts of people being able to get off the ship, which we worried if they are able to get off the ship, there shouldn't be a problem, right? That if there's a quarantine, no one would be able to get off the ship. But if they are able to get off the ship, we should be able to get on here soon, shortly after.
Yeah, but at this point, ABC and NBC and Fox were all reporting it in New York. So like it had hit the local news, and we were freaking out because we didn't hear anything from Royal Caribbean, and we're a part of this Facebook group, and everyone is calling Royal. You know, we're all trying to chat with each other saying, what's going on? Like, are we gonna get to go on the boat? Are we not gonna get to go on the ship? And unfortunately, we got an email, what, around 11?
Yeah.
11:30?
I mean, mind you, usually we get to the dock at 10.
Yeah.
But we knew that that probably wasn't going to be a good idea since we didn't know what was happening yet. And so we got that email here around 11 o'clock. Some other people had genies, for example, on the ship, and they had already been told that it was going to be delayed by a day.
Yeah.
And the reason was not fully there. Then we started seeing more information, having videos of people that were actually at the port for embarkation, but obviously didn't embark, and what people there were saying.
And pretty much what we found out was there was 4 people who were taken from the ship to the hospital. One of them did test positive for influenza type A, and the other 3, they were waiting to see if they potentially did have the coronavirus. And that brings us to now. We're still waiting. We have gotten one major update from Royal around 5 o'clock or 5 o'clock today.
Yep, 5 o'clock this evening.
That embarkation was pushed back again, so we're not boarding until 5 p.m. tomorrow, and we're not actually sailing until 10 p.m. That's going to be a crazy sail away party.
Yeah, it's going to be late at night. I mean, here's the thing. We, of course, love cruising. We're excited for any cruise, no matter when it happens. And we know that with cruising, things happen.
Yep.
That's going to happen. And to be fair, we want it to be a safe environment for us. You know, if they don't feel it's a safe environment, we want them to take that extra precaution. But with that, we also know a lot of different stories of the people on the ship. And we think it makes sense for you to know some of them as well, just to really feel for what the pressures are of those communities of people getting on that ship, hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, we're in a Facebook group for the sailing. There is a wonderful, lovely couple that's supposed to be getting married on this ship. So, you know, their wedding plans, we don't know them personally, but I can't even imagine how stressful that must be.
And for all their guests, some of them being the very first cruise ever, and to have to deal with, first of all, the anxiety of having your first cruise and not knowing everything, also going for a wedding, and on top of that, the coronavirus or any virus on the ship. All that can be
it's scary.
frustrating.
It's really scary. And there's also people that, you know, this ship goes to Port Canaveral, so there's people that had Disney planned.
Yeah.
Our Nassau port has already gotten canceled, and people had planned to take their kids there. I know I saw someone that had given their child a birthday present to go to Atlantis. Now that's off the table. So this is so frustrating for the guests, and we feel for all of them. You know, we feel very fortunate to have cruised many times. But just so all of you know what's going on out there, when a cruise ship schedule gets moved or changed or canceled, there's a lot of moving parts here that Royal Caribbean has to try and do their best to take care of people. So, you know, we've dealt with issues in the past. We know that Royal is pretty good at bringing people together and taking care of them. But that's our update.
And we feel like, you know, things are in a good place with most of them trying to compromise and help us out. You know, we were able to get a hotel for tonight and have it be paid for with onboard credit by Royal Caribbean. By the way, that onboard credit would go straight to our credit card if we didn't use it, so it'd be the same as cash. And on top of that, you know, they're going to give us a refund for the first 2 days, even though technically we're going to get on board that second day. So they're definitely helping people out. But of course, this could be the first time someone's ever traveled to the Bahamas, planning on going to Nassau, which is another big update. As of right now, we will no longer be going to Nassau, Bahamas. So that's just Port Canaveral and Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which of course, for some people who have never been to Bahamas, they don't feel like that's a first-time trip to the Bahamas, since it is a private island. Coco Cay, Perfect Day at Coco Cay is the private island of Royal Caribbean. So, you know, we're feeling for all these people. I will say one other big update is we don't know for sure if we're taking off tomorrow. Royal Caribbean is kind of delaying this because they want to make sure that all of the tests come back. They have been given clearance from the city and from the state to be able to leave. However, they want to make sure it's best for their guests to ensure that all of the guests that were of question don't have any virus or any type of disease that could be spread.
Right.
And so we appreciate that. I know it's hard to appreciate it when you're on vacation, take work off, and you're ready to go. But at the same time, we appreciate it because we don't, you know, everyone's health comes first.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our update. Thank you so much for watching. Keep your fingers crossed and those prayers going up that we're able to get on Anthem tomorrow, because we have so much good content that we want to shoot and we want to bring you. We want to bring you an awesome ship tour. So stay tuned, and we will find out here shortly if we're going to be on Anthem of the Seas tomorrow evening.
Once again, if you love this video, if you love cruising, if you're obsessed, just as obsessed as us, please subscribe to our channel. It means the world to us. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers here, and so every single subscription is free to you, but means the world to us. So please subscribe, like this video, and continue on with this journey.
Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.